Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Monday, July 22nd, and we are in the meat, the heart, the best part of Big Brother, in my opinion. We're 3 house guests gone. We are, I'd say, somewhere between the 13 to the 10, maybe. I think maybe 10, 9 at least is where you get the most action because the house is still flippable enough, still dynamic enough. It's not stuck in a you don't have too few people to have too big of swings in the way things go. Now, saying that, we have thought we were going to have, Cliff made the big move to make his nominations, but then Jackson won the power of veto, and it sounded like we weren't sure on Saturday, that Christie would use her power, or Cliff had been talking, and Cliff might just let Christie not use her power and still do their bidding and put up Bella, which to me makes no sense. Why are you agreeing? You're in it. I don't get it. Why aren't you forced her to do it? Forced her to do it. She should never have told anybody she has the power. Why are you giving her a pass for the fact that she had a loud mouth? She's going to get away with not using her power. Even though she says she doesn't want to use it. She doesn't want to use it. She doesn't want to be forced to use it. She doesn't really want to save them. If nobody knew that she had the power, according to her, she'd let them go. It just makes no sense. It's a point of frustration for me. So, let's move on. It sounds like Cliff is not. He knows there's a possibility that he can do this backstabbing. This not backstabbing. This trickery where he convinces Christie he's going to put up Bella, and then he flips the plan once she doesn't use her power and puts up Holly or Annalise. But it kind of sounds like he's not going. And Nicole is sitting there saying, I don't think you should mix. I don't think you should stir things up. You guys got to make your move. I'm telling you right now. I don't see Cliff and Nicole getting to the final 3 if Cliff doesn't make this move today. That's my prediction. Someone remind me of this if either Cliff or Nicole make it to the final 3 and he puts up Bella today. Someone remind me later on that you said he wouldn't, and look, that worked out. I'll eat my words. I should send myself a note. I'm going to try to remember to do that. Did Cliff or Nicole make final 3? But yeah, it doesn't sound like he's going to. It doesn't sound like Christie's going to need to use her power. Sounds like Cliff's still going to put up Bella. It will still result in some interesting drama on the feeds and some scrambling because Bella will obviously not be happy. But then there'll also be the gut punch to Nick and Bella realizing that they're probably going to be torn apart on Thursday. And Bella will be going not to jury. All right. Anyways, meanwhile, the other major drama of the day yesterday was Jackson deciding that he's had enough of Holly. Because you do realize that maybe you don't, because I don't necessarily talk about it. But Jackson and Holly, remember, as soon as Nick had a household a couple of weeks ago, Jackson's like, "Hey, can I use your shower?" And that meant for him and Holly because they've decided that the head of household shower is the place where they can go and they aren't seen by the cameras and they can do whatever they want to do in there. So it's been visited by several people: Jackson, Holly, Annalise, and Jack, and Nick, and Bella, we assume. Well, there's the party crew all leaving the jail for the day. I just don't get this. It's like a whole crew of people walking along the road. It's always different people too, but I'm guessing work release or something, but yeah. All right. So Sorry, that was my side. That's me. I drive past a county jail every morning right now, and just saw the latest group of individuals that are walking out of the jail, because I assume they get released during the day, or maybe they got arrested last night for drinking and now they're getting let out of the drunk tank. I'm not sure, but it amuses me every day when I drive by and see these people walking down the road heading back to town. Other news. Jackson, yes. So the bathroom had been used, the head of household shower, and so head of household shower, and sorry, another distraction, another squirrel moment. Jackson decided that Holly had become a little bit like, I'm not sure, there's cameras everywhere. I'm not very comfortable with some of this stuff, and Jackson's decided that, that's fine. Let's just break up. We'll just cut it all off. Basically, he's going like, fine, if I can't have this, then we're not going to be a thing. That's the approach he decided to take, and he set this plan into motion. And last night he kind of set her down, and kind of the same way he did to Kat, when he said, I'm going to disassociate from myself. He didn't do it this way with her. With Kat, it was, you're bad for my game. I'm disassociating myself from you. And Kat was like, it's okay. I'll still be your friend. Oh, this road's close too. Oh, we got all kinds of construction going on. Oh, joy. Sorry. There's major construction going on in town, and the detour that I've been going has now changed, and I have to take another detour. So he's out in the backyard on a hammock with Holly, and he just starts laying this out. He's like, look, obviously you're not comfortable with this, so I'm going to make the decision easy for you, and just, I'll pull the plug for this. I know you're torn, but I'm just going to do you a favor and make your decision easy. And Holly was not pleased with this. Holly's more like, just because I don't want to, have sex with you doesn't mean we can't still be something. I'm just not comfortable, and we have to be careful. And he's like, yeah, no, let's not worry about it. Yeah, just be. Basically, Jackson's like, I'm reading into this, but it just seems like he's saying, look, if you aren't comfortable, then let's just not bother. Let's just not do it. Never mind. And he's just so matter of fact, and this is going on in the backyard. And he's interspersing this attitude with Holly, with laughing and joking with Jack about his workout that's going on with Annalise and Jack that are nearby. It's just very Jackson-like, and Jackson-like, and he's just a dick. And so, that went on and on and off and on, and Holly's like, and she's like, wow, whatever, and then in his joking around with Jack, who's working out, Jack makes a comment about Jackson. They're talking about the workout and what shape they're in, and Jack makes a comment to Jackson about, well, you were so ripped when you came in here, and Jackson's like, well, I wasn't ripped, I was malnutritious and malnutrition. It was malnutrition and dehydration. And if you remember, there's a picture of Jackson, the one that I put the block head on, the Minecraft head on, where he's like, it's like there's no body fat there. It looked like it was all muscle and tendons and veins, and he's not looking that way anymore. He's kind of put on a little bit of he's covered up some of that he's put some body fat back on. He doesn't seem to be walking around without his shirt on anymore. And as they make this comment, Holly lifts up Jackson's shirt from the side and kind of looks under and says, yeah, I missed that. Or people are saying, she said, I miss the old Mitchie. Or she said something like, I miss that. Implying I miss the ripped guy. And Jackson just kind of smiled and just said, screw you, and stood up out of the hammock and got up and started walking away. Now, he has a smile on his face, and he said it kind of jokingly and is smiling, but he's PO'd. And Holly followed him, and he went up to the have-not bedroom, and a discussion went on for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Now, was Jackson really ticked off? Probably his ego was hurt. He was probably, but he also used it as an opportunity to push through on the whole, we don't need to talk, just forget it. We won't discuss this anymore, and you don't understand what it's like, or you wouldn't say that to someone with a 5-year eating disability or 5 year of eating disability and stuff, because Jackson had weight issues and stuff. That's what he says, and point is, Jackson was a dick. Holly wouldn't let it drop, and it went round and round. I don't know if it'll make the show or not. I don't know what's going to happen today. I mean, when Holly walks out, Jackson, just don't go downstairs and run your mouth about this. But Jackson also had to get the last word, and every time she started to walk out, then he'd say one more little dig at her. So Jackson was being a total dick. Holly should have let it go sooner than she did. Overall, not a good thing. And that was when I called it quits after that happened. And then I caught very late on that. It really sounds like Cliff's he's gonna let this all fly through and let Christy get her way, not use her power, and he's gonna put up who she wants. So there was a hope there, and then maybe Cliff's gonna have a thing. But I think I think production isn't gonna try to push him in another direction. I think they're perfectly fine with Jack staying around. I think they'd probably find Jack more interesting than Bella. I don't know. I'm not sure. But we have lost 2 guys and 1 girl, so losing another guy will keep the balance of the house even. I'm trying to look at all the reasons that production would want Bella out over Jack. And perhaps Bella is a handful to deal with from a production standpoint. Maybe Jack's much easier to deal with as producers. I'm not saying production is involved in any of this. I'm just thinking sometimes we talk about house guests get in the diary room and questions are asked to kind of tilt someone's thought pattern in another direction, and maybe Cliff is not feeling like his move is wrong. They're not questioning his decision to let Christy not use her power. Maybe they want the drama of this week. They're going to have the drama of Jack using his power, and they're like, we already got 1 power, we don't need to have 2. I'm not sure. And plus, the power will be shown on Wednesday's show, so if they do 2 powers in 1 week, boom, they're done. I don't know if that's it or not, but that's what's going on. That's where we're at. Hopefully you guys have listened to our podcast from Saturday. I talked about the song that I recorded for Ovi. That is on Saturday's podcast. So you should check out our podcast to hear it. And let me know what you think. All right? With that, I am going to say farewell. Have a good Monday. And I will talk to you guys later if something major happens today. I'm expecting some fireworks on the feeds today after the Power of Veto, no matter how it goes, because either Bella's going to be kind of halfway blindsided, or Cliff's going to have really pulled a big one, and the 6 are going to be scrambling and upset. I don't know which way it's going to go. I think it's going to go the less stressful way for Cliff. Well, I don't know if it's less stressful, because he's going to really tick off Bella when he puts her up, So he's got to do something. This is what being head of household's about. So, yeah, we'll have to see. All right, that's it. I keep talking and saying I'm going to go, and I really am going now. You guys have a great Monday. We'll talk to you all tomorrow. See you later. Bye-bye.